Today I'm going to teach you how to make empanadas made out of sweet plantains instead of a pastry shell. This is a gluten-free recipe. Alright, I've got 2 ripe yellow plantains and I cut them up in thirds and I'm just going to boil them in water. You want them to boil until they start to come out of their own skin. So it'll rip and you'll see them kind of explode. You can see there that it's starting to come out of its skin. It's not quite ready yet. As soon as you see a rip, you'll know. While the plantains are cooking, you want to prepare your filling, your stuffing. You can make these vegetarian, you can stuff them with cheese, or you can make them with any kind of meat you want. Ground beef, pulled pork, it's really up to you. Shredded beef. I'm just going to make these with these 2 little chicken breasts. Okay, so I've diced up the chicken breast and now I'm going to season it. I want this to be really flavorful, so I'm going to season it with some sofrito, some garlic. I'm just going to put anything I want in it. This step is really just your preference. You can flavor the meat, season it however you like, your favorite way. Alright, so I've got some sofrito, a little tiny bit of sazon, not even a full packet, just a little bit. Some salt and pepper, and I'm going to crush up this garlic and add it too. Mix it all up and just let the flavors combine. I haven't added any oil or butter or any liquid at all to this, and you can see that it's doing a nice job of producing liquid on its own. The chicken is. So I just let it cook down in its juice. I don't add anything to it because I'm trying to keep this as healthy as possible. Okay, my chicken is almost done, and I'm looking over here and these are all bursting at the seams, so they're done as well. So I'm going to go ahead and turn these off and let them cool. Once they're cool, you want to just take the skins off, and literally they fall right off. The next step is to mash your plantains. You can use a hand masher like this, or you could just use your mixer. Once they're all mashed, you want to let them rest for a little bit, which is perfect because now that the chicken's done, you want to let it be cooled enough to where it's easy to handle. It's almost there. Remember, you're going to use your hands to make these, so you want to make sure it's not too hot. Water is going to be your best friend when dealing with the plantains, as it allows the plantain mixture not to stick to your hands. So make sure your hands are wet, and then grab a little. This is easier with 2 hands, guys. And roll it into a ball. Then flatten it out. Okay, and then from here, what you're going to do is you're going to put some meat in the middle and then fold it over. And you see the meat is in the middle, and then I'm just going to fold it over, and I need both of my hands, but you want to close it completely. See here, it's completely sealed, and you just want to set it aside. I had enough plantain to make 6 empanadas, so now I just laid them out on a cookie sheet lined with parchment paper to rest. I only used about half of my chicken, so I could have just made 1 chicken breast, but it's not going to go to waste. We'll still eat it. But 1 chicken breast for the 2 plantains was plenty. You see there's nothing left. Okay, they've been resting for about 5 minutes, and at this point what you would typically do is fry them to give them a golden color. Remember, the plantain is already cooked and so is the meat inside, so it's not to cook it any further. But as a healthier option, I'm just going to bake these in the oven on 400, and I'm going to let them get the golden color on one side, flip them, and let them get toasty on the other side. Put the leftover chicken in a freezer bag, and I'm going to freeze that so that I can use it for the same dish another day. And here's the finished product. And here's the inside of the empanada, so you see it's got the nice hard shell, and it's stuffed with the chicken. It's really flavorful and delicious.